is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Falk now, a first down throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's the option. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now look at him go. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Johnson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. It's Falk out of the gun. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. And they give this time to the tailback. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
3-yard pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Operating from the gun, McKinley. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4. Falk. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
That's good.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, it's Falk. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
9-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the defense.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. A first down carry here for Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Fall. And this is caught off a deflection. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
8-yard loss.
All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. To throw, Fall. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
To go.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Play action. It's Fall. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, McKinley. This one brought in by Jefferson. Not much there, only a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
And 9 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he goes out right around the 39.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, McKinley, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Smith catches left side. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
21 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's going the other way. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. 10.
No, sir.
And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down. McKinley. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. McKinley, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery. Falk. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. And they'll try to run the option here.
Prime time,
and
baby.
they'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Kick is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. McKinley. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, McKinley. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down.
Sheds off the tackle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. McKinley. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action here on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And so much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on now is the punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
27.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
To throw on 2nd down, McKinley. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Touchdown! Herb Smith Jr., 60 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd and 2, Falk. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he goes out right around the 39. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the 1st down against our defense by that decision.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Falk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. The play fake, now Falk. On the crossing route, complete. It's Stanley. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Off play action. Falk On the crossing route, complete. That's Stanley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Falk looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They go to Johnson again. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm here.
Now here's Falk. And it's caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Operating from the gun, McKinley can't get away, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, McKinley, complete, Jefferson the target. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 4th down, McKinley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted.
but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down, Johnson. Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Again, it's Johnson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it'll be second and goal.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And it's caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again. McKinley. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Off the play fake. McKinley. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Off play action. Falk. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On third down, Johnson. And he's got room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They call a run on third and a mile. Not only do they convert, but they tack on some yards at the end of it, too.
They went against what anyone would think would be a tendency, which is you're going to throw the ball on 3rd and a mile, right? But instead they decide to run the football because sometimes what you get is a defense is playing a little bit lighter, a lot of extra defensive backs, and they're loosened up for the pass. They found some running room and really converted.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, here's Falk. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn...